Hello everyone, my name is Poonam Lade and today I am going to present a topic on shop and establishment. As there are many of us are deciding to take a chance to have a business, then first business thought is comes from the shop. So whatever the functions which is included in shop and establishment act and what are the regulations we have to follow under this act we will discuss on through this topic. Shop and Establishment Act was enacted in 1948. This act is designed to regulate the payment of wages, hours of work, leave, holidays, terms of service, working condition of employees, people employed in the shop and commercial establishment. In this article, there are some features regarding to the Shop and Establishment Act which we will go through. Um, Introduction for the shop and establishment is Department of Labor is regulated by Department of Labor regulates premises wherein any trade or business profession is carried out. When we are going to establish one of the shop, so for example if we are decided to launch a shop for a textile, that is for sarees and dresses, then what are the what are the things we have to take into consideration is that what is the working hours for our shop, when it is will be open, when it is will be closed, and what will be the leave days, how much workers we are appointing, if we are appointing below 10, if we are or we are appointing above 10, then the payment of gratuity act is also considerable as per by the government. And the other things is that gratuity, if once the gadget is formed, then the gratuity will be payable to the employee whenever if there is the desired amount of 10 employees is decreased to the 5 or 6 also, then also we have to give. Then employment for payment to the employees at the regular interval, regular time period, and annual leaves if there are women are working, then the maternity leaves, sickness and casual leaves, and rest time intervals for the employees, restrooms, or if the restrooms is not properly available, then also the case can be filed on the employer. Premises, this is the premises regulated by shops and establishment act. What are the premises? That is the storeroom or an office, go down, warehouse, workhouse or workplace. It should be in a properly hygienic in manner, and also where the services is given to the customer, then it should also be look after the hygiene and also for the cleanliness about the work establishment or about the shop or any organization. Shop and establishment considers what the shops, commercial establishments like residential, hotels, restaurants, eating house, theaters or other places, that is public amusements or entertainment parks also. These are all under comes under the Shop and Establishment Act, and it includes a officially gadget uh, which has to be made visible to the employers or employees at the reception or any reception or and the counter of the shop. Aspects regulated by Shop and Establishment Act is hours of work. How much working hours is decided by the employer to be done by the employees for work. Interval for rest and meals, lunch time or snacks time. Prohibition of employees of children. There has been government rule is decided there is no child work should be done in our India. So the children should be at the matured level, or otherwise the age completion and the fitness and medical of the children, that is young children or young adult, should be done. Employment of young persons such as women or young persons should be done as per the medical issues, and opening and closing hours should be decided. If the woman is working in our organization, then if the time is 7, so no 7 to 10 or 10 to at least the exceeding time is 12, no woman is allowed to work in the organization or in the shop about 12. And whatever the closing days as per the weekday, so the 1 week official leave is to be decided to by the organization or the shops. Weekly holidays, Wages for holidays, time and condition of payment of wages. The proper time should be decided by the employer to the employee, so that the wages is at the time should be done, not exceeding, at least if there is only less than 10 people or 20 people in the organization, then the last date for the payment is 7th of every month, or not exceeding above 10th of every month. So deduction from wages, if there is a advance has been taken by the employer from the employees has been taken any advance or for loan, then only that percent of deduction should be done. Not and if any deduction is done, then the proper reason should be given to the employees, for what period or uh, for what work has been done, that the deduction has been done from the payment. Then leave policies, dismissals, cleanliness, lightings and ventilations. Lighting and ventilation is very important, as no work can be done without the oxygen or without the proper air flowing from the organization. And lighting, if there is dark in the room or lighting is not properly, then there can be eye retentions to the employees. So the lighting and ventilation should be taken into cautions. Precautions against fire, if there is, and if there any emergency happen like a fire or accident happen, then there should be a precautions regarding to the future accidents should be done by the employers. Accidents record keepings is the main, as employees are coming or otherwise who are in the work, and if they are properly not maintained any mustards, then the muster is should be maintained properly, where the employees is coming in time, out time, what are the name, address, and whatever the things, what how much the days has been calculated for the payment, it should be regularly keeping records. Registration and establishment, how the registration of shop or establishment should be done. The whatever the form has been filled by the employer and sent to the prescribed inspector of a local area within 30 days of commencement of the establishment. Name of employer or manager if any, or address of the establishment, category of the establishment, any other particulars as may be prescribed. Certificate of registration has been prominently displayed on the premises establishment of the established. Whatever the official gadget or registration of the certificate should be there properly visible area. Working hours, as we decided to launch a shop, then there are the working hours, that is 48 hours in a week. So not exceeding to the 48 hours, and the employee should not overloaded with the work. There are 6 hours of work in a day, sorry, there are period exceeding for limited up to 6 hours. For a day 6 hours of work is compulsory. If limit is exceeded, then overtime should be paid to the employee, and not exceeding the 8 hours as per the working hours of this act. Employment of young children and women. Employment of young means the employees who are above 18. Then what are the employments, and what how the opening timings for them, and how are the closing timings should also different as per the young children and woman is working. If a woman is working, she is not required to establishment after the 9:30 p.m. And if a young or young establishment, then the opening timing should be 7, then it should be closing time till 9:30, should not exceed. And the children work for this is in shops, at least completion of 15 years of age should be completed by a child, then only can be done a work with the medical assurance of the child also, that is a young person. Opening hours, as we have discussed, opening hours, that is 7 to 9:30, or if there are gents only working in this organization, then it can be exceeded till 12, but not more than 12. And the one day should be decided as an interval or leave for the organization and employees. Closing hours is to be decided by the employer and has to be registered if section decides that 8:30 p.m. then the 8:30 should not exceed, and if they are closer rather than 8:30, then it should be till 11 and not exceeding the 11. Health and safety provisions, this is a very mandatory thing in this act, which is to be followed by all the employers and organization, and also by the shop owners, that hazardous objects and rectification of risk should be defects, or prone spot areas should be all means make a proper accident prone spot areas, that is there are hazardous objects should be properly set in the godowns or in any hazardous sections. And healthcare and wellness schemes once in a year should be done to create awareness about contagious disease, natural calamities or calamities due to accidents, fires, etc., to conduct recreation, cultural, sports activities, tree plantations, family welfares, beti bachao, beti padhao. This type of awareness is also given to the employees. To conduct some social and educational awareness program should be done by the shops, establishment and companies. What are the leaves has been decided. If they are earning, then maximum of 45 days of leave is to be given to the employees, and if they are working under 240 days or in the financial year, then 20 based on the 1 day for every 20 working days during the previous years. Wages, as per the government, the minimum payment wage of shop and establishment is 4,104 per month, as it is decided and applied from January 2019 to 30 June 2019. But no employer can give a payment below this amount. There are some offences and penalties. If the employer is not working as per the act, then the employees can file a case or file a case according to as per this act, and this penalty has been increased from 15,000 to 5 lakh, and if there is any imprisonment is extending up to 6 months in this case. If the employee is not in or in any, but in factories also there are the case which is extended to 500 rupees as per the punishable with 5, which will be extend from 500 rupees also. Thank you so much.